Hey, it's about 5:30 in the afternoon. I've actually been up here for at least an hour or so. From about 10:30 to 3:30, I just walked around a bunch of places, did a bunch of scouting. I found a lot of scrapes. There's some big swamps in this area, and there were some spots that are really far from the parking lot, and since I was already most of the way there, I decided to do some scouting when I got down. It's some areas that I've never even been there at all, even in the postseason. Actually, right around 5 o'clock, about half an hour ago, I had a button buck in close by, just eating acorn. So I'm pretty close to bedding, and there's decent. I'm on this kind of point between a couple swamp areas, and there's actually right. I'll turn the camera around. Right here, there's pretty decent sized swamp up there. There's just a little finger that comes down, then about 40-50 yards to the left. That water kind of comes to a stop, and there's actually a bit of a crossing there. And then somewhere, somewhere up in here, about 40 yards up there, there's like a line of like 3 scrapes kind of in line with that crossing there. And then behind me, back in here, there's another scrape line about 80 yards. There's at least 3 or 4 scrapes up in there, so there's a lot of decent amount of red oak acorns in here. You can tell the deer have been eating them. Tell you what, I'm kind of hungry though. I haven't eaten since 8:30. I ate all my snacks, and I honestly was not planning on staying out here all day. I was actually gonna try to get back by noon, but then I figured while I'm out here, I'll just make the most of it. Didn't I looked in the truck for a bottle of water when I was in the parking lot, and I guess I had drunk it all up already, so I didn't even bring any water with me, or I haven't had anything to drink all day. I'm actually not. I'm more hungry than thirsty. But if I would happen to get lucky and get something down, I think I'd have to get my stuff out of here and go get something to eat and drink, and then come back. And if I get something back here, it's definitely getting packed out. It'll be a long, tough drag. I'm not sure if I got it on film or not, but I thought I shot the deer too high. I went right through him, and then he went over there and he went down. Oh my God. It's a pretty nice 8-point, honestly. It was only like a 20-yard shot, so my steep angle might have helped me out, because I definitely thought I hit him higher than I wanted to. He was fairly broadside, but he was kind of twisted around. He acted like he wasn't sure where he wanted to go. He actually came in, he was doing a little bit of chasing, honestly. He chased a doe came running through, then he was only like 30 seconds behind her, and so he was like right behind me, my 12 o'clock position, so I got myself twisted around and actually got the camera on him. He might have moved in a little closer underneath the frame, but it is 6:35, probably happened right around, or he came in around 6:30 or so. So sunset's actually in about 10 minutes, and then we got another, 20 minutes, half hour of light. So I think I'm gonna try to get down and go over there. Yeah, right there's the arrow. I was up on that left fork there, and right here is what we're looking at. It went right through. There's blood on the ground right away. I'm just going to leave the arrow there and see if, like, the deer did not know what happened. Yeah, the deer definitely didn't know what happened. He went that way about 30, 40 yards, and I was actually in the process of there's a bunch of brush over there, but I thought I hit him too high. And so I was looking at getting another arrow in him, and then by that time, all of a sudden it looked like he was on the ground. I had took my eyes off of him, and it looked like he was laying down kicking on the ground. So yeah, it definitely zipped right through him, and there is white hair on it, and there's white hair down on the ground, so that actually means that I think I might have been wrong thinking that I hit him high, but you can kind of see I didn't have a big opening. There was some little brush to shoot through, but I'm gonna just leave the arrow there. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Dead as a doornail. It must have been a perfect shot. Wow. That's a big body deer too. I want to know where I hit him. Yeah, I could use some help tonight.
What do you do?
I may have shot a buck pretty far back on public.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Big buck?
Well, I think honestly it's only an 8 point, but I think it's like at least a 3-year-old. It's a big bodied deer.
Nice. Did you
I thought I,
find it already?
I thought I, I thought I hit it high, and then I was reaching. It ran off about 30, 40 yards. I didn't know what happened, and it went off about 30, 40 yards, and it was behind some brush, or I couldn't. I took my eye off it to reach for an arrow, and then I heard something, and it was laying on the ground kicking. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and uh, gut gut the deer, and then I'll let you know when I'm about what time I can be at the truck.